What's up, everybody? For everybody watching on the pre-recorded version right now, because obviously nobody's live yet. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know where you tuned into us. Oh, let me talk into this probably. Yeah, I don't know where you tuned into us, but thank you for tuning in. Mike, what is up?
Just another Friday, man. Getting ready for another crazy busy weekend. What about you?
Not that busy, bro. We actually only had one route every day when we booked more units, right? So now we have two. But initially we had one route every day, and I was like, dude, I am sleeping in on Saturday.
Dude, I thought when school got back in that we would die down a little bit, but for some reason we're stupid busy this weekend again. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
we had that. Like the one after school started
Mm-hmm.
was huge, and then it dipped for sure.
Schools around here start the first week in August, so they've been in for 3 weeks now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's good. Yeah, this is the first one we've had. Like, it's definitely slowed up since school started, but we were still mega busy. And then this is the first weekend where it's kind of like womp womp.
dude, I can't wait for one of those little slow weekends before October. It could take 2 or 3 weeks, keep it calm for a little bit.
Yeah, dude. It's I don't even know. I haven't even done my math. I don't even know if we're gonna make this week or not. I think we are. Yeah, I mean we went. Yeah, we took a huge hit for. Yeah, right as school started, it dipped down. We lost like freaking 20%. I mean, we're still making all of our weeks. Like we're still beating all of last year, but it's probably bad. It's probably bad live here. It's bad radio for me to go add this up. But now I'm curious. I'm gonna go see if we're gonna make an increase this week. I keep a spreadsheet. I'm like a super nerd, dude. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm very organized with this stuff.
Just let IO do all the work.
I know, right? I probably should, but I got into a habit of it doing it in my corporate job for so long. Like I tracked everything manually, so I would kind of I could make my own reports, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just I love to do it. Not looking like we are. Oh, typo. And we have a small ass day tomorrow. No, we're gonna miss the week. This will be the first week we've missed in like 14 weeks or something like that.
That's good. You're up on the year though, right?
Yeah, we're crushing. We're absolutely crushing. And we should also I believe we have some very small weeks coming up, which could mean we have some slowness coming up. But oh no, I take that back. We don't have small weeks coming up at all. Bigger next week. Fuck. In September, bro.
September definitely is going to be slower. I'm a little excited about that, but October, buckle up. We'll be sleeping here.
My September is the same as my. Oh, it's a 4-week month. That's why. So it is a little slower. Yeah, it is a little slower, but it's all good. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this right here. Look at this. I hung a spritzer back here to be festive, so you guys can see my Mardi Gras spritzer right there. Ready for Christmas light season, dude. That's a whole nother ball game. That's just it's like May for bounce houses, except that's the entire season. It's just like it's all just May, and then you're done.
I haven't even had a chance to. We've been doing a little groundwork on it so far, but nothing, not as much as I'd like to at the moment. But
Yeah, I mean, basically, you need to have website up for you guys. I mean, how big do you guys want to go with Christmas lights? By the way,
I don't know, 100, 200 houses. I don't know. What do you do normal year?
That's a good question. I can tell you. Let me see how many jobs we did last year. Some of these are reinstalls, obviously, but
Dude, a lot of it is honestly just for us. We got salary guys that we keep over winter. It's just to keep them busy.
we did like 135 jobs total between reinstalls and new installs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I mean, and that was not very busy. Like we were not very busy. I the competition stiffened up. The emergence of permanent lighting kind of threw a wrench in my whole plans. Yes, we do install permanent lighting, but I was not prepared to do that in season.
Speaking
And
of,
then
we had a guy 2 hours ago do a whole pitch on permanent lighting.
yeah. It's if you're into that sort of thing, like it's fucking gaudy if you ask me. Like you have purple and teal flashing lights on your house in June. It's weird.
Of it, but people around here have the stupid fuck you money. So
Oh yeah. And then people around here New Orleans is known for being a little bit gaudy, so it definitely sells here. But yeah, so I mean, last year we didn't end up nearly as busy as I thought. I actually stopped personally installing and started selling. And when I started doing that, we started locking down way more jobs. But so this year, I should be prepared. But yeah, anyways, the reason I asked you that question is realistically what you guys need is a website, just like a WordPress website, one page. You probably have Dave Barnes build it, and then you need to have a Jobber account, but not quite yet. And you'd have Google ads and you'd have Facebook ads. That's really all you need, to be honest.
Yeah. I'll get busy on it as soon as I have, some time to sit down and catch my breath.
Right. Dude, so are you going to be at the Dallas one, you think? The Dallas training?
I think that's the plan.
Nice. Okay.
I think I convinced the real boss to let us go.
Nice.
We'll see.
It'll be good. It'll be we'll see how many tickets we sell because we can fit inside of Matt's conference room at a certain number. And the number's not very high. It's like at 10 people we're at max. So it'll most likely end up being at a hotel, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Also, if it's really good weather, we can do it. We can do it there and don't have to worry about the AC, but it's usually pretty freaking hot in Dallas in mid-September. So
but it's good that it's on a Tuesday. So
right. Oh, I never started the fucking Instagram, dude. I always do that. Hold on. Bring it back over there.
Unacceptable.
Go live on Instagram. You gotta do it separately because
who is this guy? I thought you were
Instagram is all right. There we go. Yeah, dude. So check this out. I had my first meeting today with my new YouTube coaches. What you know about that?
You got a YouTube coach?
Mm-hmm.
Coaching.
I bought a YouTube coach. There's two of them, and they co-own the business. I didn't know. I just kind of took a leap of faith. I'd watch some of their videos. They've got some pretty decent videos on like video optimization, how to grow a channel, blah 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 blah. And so I was just kind of like, you know what, dude, screw it. Because I'm not paying much for my editing and all that other stuff. So I'm like, I got money for it. Let's go. And so I had my first meeting with them today. The good news is there is some cool stuff that I'm doing right. The probably, I guess this would be better news is there's a whole bunch of things I don't do right. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to optimize the channel and get the YouTube channel fucking cranking.
Isn't it crazy? No matter how big you are and whatever you do, you could always have someone come in and tell you everything you're doing wrong.
Wild.
Everything you think you're doing right, and you preach to other people, and then you got someone coming in, they tell you, "Oh no, you should be doing it this way." You're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, just wild.
Yeah,
like, you just I've given a lot of advice to people about starting a YouTube channel. All great advice, all the correct advice. Yeah, and then there's a bigger fish than me, for sure. I mean, I knew there would be, so not like I'm
every day. I mean, even if as big as we are, we're still learning every day. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some of this. I mean, the amount of like, I guess you should say, homework that needs to be done prior to even shooting the YouTube video is kind of what actually shocked me the most. I did not expect that much. I knew you're supposed to plan some stuff out before you shoot, but holy smokes, it's supposed to be like everything.
Yeah, we do a lot of events with some prominent YouTubers in the area, and those events, man, what they tell us is going to be a 2-hour shoot can turn into 8 very quickly.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you who they are after we get off. But
yeah, I don't know who lives in Atlanta that's a YouTuber, but yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's so we just shot one. It's gonna be the next video of mine. I think the next video of mine that comes out. Hopefully, it'll be out next week. We had a drone. We had 3 cameras. I think 3 cameras. A whole script. Like I planned it all out. And dude, the video is gonna come out good. But once we were in the moment shooting the video, I was like, holy shit, dude. I felt so underprepared, even though I prepared the most I'd ever have by a mile to make that video. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out good because I'm good at adjusting on the fly, right? But yeah, dude, YouTube's a whole different animal.
Yeah, something I do not mess around with. I'll stay in my lane.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's fun. It's fun. But yeah, so yesterday I did impromptu solo booze and biz. That was pretty good. I thought that was pretty cool. I should have it on the podcast today. My upload speeds for my office are dog shit, so may not be till tomorrow. But yeah, that was cool. We talked a lot of Christmas lights on that one. It was fun because I just got to do whatever I wanted.
Actually, I would listen on my way home. I was on Instagram Live.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. I get messages of people that like that's what they do. Like, they're like, bro, I only listen to your podcast while I'm out delivering units on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm like, that's fucking cool, right? Like I never even thought about that, but I'm like, you're out doing the job anyway. And now you can listen to me talk about, doing the job and like doing a better job, how to improve. Yeah, good stuff. And then yeah, dude, check this out. It's looking like should be a go that Foam Daddy is actually going to sponsor my Christmas light training. So Foam Daddy is in the house. Proud sponsor.
All of them?
Yeah, basically. We still got to get him the price. So it's going to kind of be lunch provided by Foam Daddy.
So and then like a little goodie bag of like, a couple bags of foam solution and maybe a cannon or two.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that
I know, dude. I was like, well, he was going to see if he could have, Paul was going to see if he could have, I think Lawrence was going to try and come to the Vegas one, but Lawrence texted me, I think yesterday that he's not going to be able to make it. But I was like, bro, have him fucking drive and bring a cannon. Like everybody that's going to be there is basically almost exclusively bounce house people. Like last year, there was a couple people, actually the last 2 years I did that training, there was some random people that were like pressure washer guys and a lawn care guy. And I'm like, how did you guys find me? They're like, looking up Christmas lights. I liked you better. I liked everybody else. So I came to yours. I was like, okie doke. So Foam Daddy is in the house, going to sponsor my Christmas light trainings. And then we talked to him too. I talked to him about doing Event Summit Pro too. So he's supposed to get back to us on that.
I know, dude. I've been slacking on that. But we do have
I
the dates
know.
picked.
It's like, bro, I'm so not an event planner.
Isn't it crazy how much work goes into it?
Insane. Yeah. Today, Matt was texting me because he's like asking me all these questions about the Christmas light training. Because he said these people are asking like these details, right? And I'm like, I don't have those. I literally wasn't even gonna do that until like I was on the airplane. I'm not. I so fly by the seat of my pants. It's not even funny. But like planning shit wears me out, dude. Like it really does. Like it's like my kryptonite.
I really wish my emails weren't down right now because I'm trying to catch up on work. Man.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so you can only get into it on webmail.
No, webmail. I can't get into webmail. I was doing some background stuff today, some work and migrating this, migrating that. I don't know, something above my pay grade, but it's not working.
That's annoying.
Yeah,
that's annoying. Yeah, I've had massive email problems, bro. Ever since. Did you guys have to change your servers?
Yeah, I think that's what the problem is. And ever since they sent us an email a few hours ago that said everything's good to go now, and I'm sitting here like I'm trying to work and I can't do anything. I can't send out quotes right now.
Yeah, because I had so I got an email that said we need you to move over to this new server. It's like better, fat, whatever. I don't know anything about servers, and so I went into GoDaddy and changed the servers, whatever. And then from that point forward, both of our email addresses, our jump off email addresses broke.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not connected to my phone, my MacBook, and it's not connected to either of Cassie's either. And I didn't even notice. I have six or seven email addresses. Like, so I have new email coming in like crazy. And all of a sudden I noticed. And so, yeah, I started using webmail to try and catch up. They couldn't figure it out. Literally, Joel had to call me.
Yeah, he did some work for us last month. I'm like, wow, I got the big boss involved in the project. That's pretty cool.
I know.
You know you're doing something pretty cool when you got the big guy involved.
Yeah, my phone rang and it said Inflatable Office was calling, and I answer it, and it's Joel. I'm like, oh, hi.
And I love when the Freeman brothers call me. I can hop on
Yeah.
the for hours. Well, I'm from up there, so we kind of got that Ohio vibe going.
Oh, that is totally right.
Yeah, they. I was from Cleveland, and they're down in Akron, a little bit south. The home of
Ohio is a sneaky big place, bro.
huge, but all it is big city, and then big city here, but everything in between is just cornfields.
Yeah, so like that's why we probably think of it as cornfields. Like if I met somebody and I'm like, "Where are you from?" They're like, "Ohio." I'm like, so like Idaho or like
Yeah, so you're like a hick. Is that what it is? No.
yeah.
Yeah, because
And
if you
then
get your big city, you got 20 miles around it of houses, and then where I'm from, I mean, if you drove a half hour either direction, you could hit cornfields. So
yeah, cuz right isn't what Columbus
Columbus is down
in the bottom
pretty much.
over by like isn't Cincinnati over there too? Like Cincinnati's right by the
It is right on the Kentucky line. The
yeah.
airport is actually in Kentucky.
Right. My dad used to fly there all the time before he retired for work because I guess like there's like a Johnson Johnson headquarters or something.
Yeah, they're based out of Ohio.
Anybody watching, if you guys have any questions for us, holler at us. You guys can just get right in the comments. Just slide right in. Just slide right in the comments. Ask whatever you guys want. We can do bounce house stuff. We can do Christmas light stuff. We can do general business stuff. Whatever you want. If you don't know me, my name's Nick. I own the Jump Off and about 18 other things, and I do YouTube videos. And then if you don't know Mike, he is the VP of Bounce House Atlanta, which is like $6 million a year. I don't know, guessing, but I know I'm close. Um, event rental on a scale that few know anything about. And
That
so between the two of us, we should know just about everything there is to know.
that is true, man. When I moved down here to take this job, it hits you. It's like, holy shit, this is not what I was used to.
No, dude. I mean, we're not even gonna do right. We're not even gonna do 500,000 this year. But
But you just
how
have people come into our warehouse, man. It's just a million moving parts all day long. It's cool to watch.
yeah, I can only imagine, like literally. But yeah, like when we were super busy through May, June, July, that was the first time I've operated at that level of scale, doing that much every weekend and pretty much every day we had a weekday event, right? And that was the first time that had ever happened. So not that I couldn't manage it, it was just a bunch of firsts all at the same time.
Well,
And
yeah,
so, there's kinks you got to work out when you go through those. But I was just kind of like, damn, I like my busy week is the slowest week you guys have. You know what I mean? And so it's just like obviously you have a lot more infrastructure and then you have a lot more freedoms because you have a lot more money, right? You have salaried guys, like you have luxuries I can't you, right? I can't afford a you. I
yeah.
gotta be
We're
the owner and the operator.
still only 2 years old, so we're learning every day um, who we need to put into what kind of positions and what responsibilities that person needs to hold and who answers to who. I mean, every day we're still figuring those kind of things out, and that is, half the way Rob was able to scale this company so much. He put the right people in the right positions.
That dude, that's like 80%
If,
of entrepreneurship.
if he didn't have the team he had to grow this in the first year, there's no way. I mean, you see how many companies are up for sale right now? People just folding because it's too much. So,
There's two near me.
oh, dude, I got a ton near me.
No, there's
So
two near me.
it takes a special kind of person and mindset to be able to be successful in this industry.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think it. I mean, you've got to be what people don't understand about this. Like, so I made that video, which was what was it? Top 5 reasons to not get into the bounce house business, something like that. And kind of the intention, and I also made one that was like something about how to start a bounce house business from that. And the intention of those videos was to like let people know that this is not some goofy, easy little side hustle. Like I'm not saying that we're tech companies or anything crazy like that, but people think, "Oh, how fucking easy is this?" Like the dolly moves itself and then they're here for 10 minutes. Da, 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 da.
Look at us as like glorified carnies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I don't, not knocking on anybody, but they got people that have these mindsets that you can just run this type of thing out of your garage and be super successful.
with minimal work.
I'm just going to drop it off and leave and collect my $300. There's no actual business behind it.
Right.
That's what gives the industry a bad rep, and it happens all the time. We get calls Saturday morning. Well, we got scammed by this person on Facebook Marketplace. We paid them over Venmo, and now they blocked us. What did you expect?
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Dealing with that, like training the general public that this is not just a fly-by-night operation, and that we're a respectable company. Follow all the rules.
Yep. I mean, there was something happening last week in Cassie's life. I don't remember what it was. But anyways, I was manning the phones, and yeah, I answered 2 different phone calls where it was obvious that they thought, right, that like I'm a janitor somewhere and do this on the side, and so like I did my best. I give really good customer service, but I have kind of a short fuse. Like I lose my customer service, my super nice guy. I kind of lose. I get a little bit cocky, is what one lady called me once. But where it's kind of like I'm like I'm sitting in the office right now. The office is attached to the warehouse. The warehouse has 85 inflatables in it. With like I have to use a forklift to get them off the thing. They're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, we're running 3 routes tomorrow. Every route has 7 units on it. Like, did you want one of them? Like, what can I do for you? Right. And it was like caught her off guard. But I was like, it's a real deal business, dude. This is like what we really fucking do.
Yeah, people love to hear. I mean, they're shocked to hear that, we got full-time year-round employees that work Monday through Saturday, Sunday. People think that we're just here on the weekends. I'm like, no, there's more work that goes on during the week sometimes.
Yeah, I know. This is Oliver. So Oliver's kind of near me. He's over in like New Orleans proper. But so I see him and talk to him all the time. But yeah, he said it. I get told all the time, that's all you do when I tell him this is what I do. Yeah, I don't get that anymore for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I used to when I was when my business was a little bit smaller. Maybe it was because it was just me, but and I used to proudly be like, yep,
just drop that off and I'm out of my way.
Yep, this is all I do. I don't have a job. This is what I do. They're like, oh, really? And then I'm like, yep. We do well. Thank you. We do well. Thank you. But I'm so I've got another quote for my general liability insurance coming back from Luke at OVD right now because mine doubled. Mine doubled. My quote came through from my current carrier, which is First Commercial Florida, First Commercial Tony with First Commercial, and it doubled. So I have loved Tony and I've loved First Commercial. They've been freaking amazing. But when the rate doubles, I'm going to go get some other quotes, right? So I've got one coming back from Luke at OVD. But I will say this, from doing things like this, right? So do things like this. That's going to help improve the industry. That's going to educate people. That's going to kind of, I don't want to say that bad, but weed some people out or let some people know that they're not an entrepreneur, so they should just go back to their job, whatever. I think things like this help grow the industry a lot. And then as insurance hardens up and everybody's rate doubles, I think the competition is going to shrink drastically amongst everywhere. It's just going to fracture all those little teeny tiny companies that have 5 units, 8 units, whatever. I don't know. What do you think?
You're going to just have people operating without insurance. That's the problem. And a lot of states don't have any regulation against it. I mean, I came from a state with the hardest regulations to one that has minimal.
Yeah, I don't think we have any.
We don't on inflatables. We do on rides. Our rides do have to get state inspected by the fire marshal. Had to get a permit for that. But Ohio, every single inflatable had to get inspected. You had to blow all of them up, and it costs like $350 per inflatable per
year. Every year, right?
Yeah. So
yeah,
at 40 units, that's what, 12 grand I was paying just to start my business before even insurance. That's just my fee to the state. So you do kind of need some state intervention. And rule enforcement to be able to better the industry, because you see, I mean, that one kid sadly died at a ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a public place. That wasn't an operator either. That was a big name owned that.
Yeah, right. That's not some little rinky-dink backyard. That was.
I mean, I assume there's some MLB affiliate team. So down the road, they're owned by somebody big.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, my theory was that it was that the ballpark owns it. And so the grounds crew, you know what I mean, that paints the lines, put it up. That was just that was me making something up.
But yeah, people that operate without insurance, and then there's no repercussions for it. That's the problem with the industry at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what happens over the next I would say probably 6 to 12 months. I don't think it'll take long. And either I'll be right or I'll be wrong, and everybody will be operating without insurance. But they go operate without insurance, bro, and then they get sued like that. Now they're gone. Now they're done.
Yeah, everyone thinks an LLC is going to protect everything they have, or a waiver. A waiver is bulletproof.
The waiver, bro. Those waiver warriors.
There's so much in the industry at the moment. I mean, even there's a new Netflix series about a bounce house accident. Granted, it's Mexican Netflix, but it's still out there.
Yeah, I saw a trailer. It looked so cringe. I'm like, thank God, this looks like a B movie.
I wanted to see what it is, and it's a Spanish show.
You can only watch it if you pirate it. Because if you go give the algorithm views on Netflix, you're gonna fuck it up, and then it's gonna go big. It's gonna be like Money Heist. They'll be on everybody's homepage.
I was gonna think they can do
this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get at some questions here. So Chris Scott said, "Hello, how are you guys?" And that's over from YouTube Live. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube as well right now. And Chris Scott just started his YouTube channel. He asked me something. He may not have even asked me. I may have forced myself onto him. But I was sending like paragraphs of tips for YouTube videos. So I'm passionate about it. Okay. But he said, what's your opinion on financing an inflatable to build business credit? I've got to answer, but Mike, do you have an opinion on that?
I love credit. I think credit's awesome. Can definitely build with credit if you do it the right way. Don't go get a Click Lease or what's another one?
Klarna.
Yeah, don't do one of those. If you're gonna get an SBA loan, to really do it the right way. A Click Lease, you'll be stuck in that, and then you'll be paying for it for 2 years. You'll be paying $8,000 for a $3,000 unit, plus you got to buy at the end. No, yes and no. Do it the right way. Go through your bank. Don't do one of these. Any of these manufacturers that have them on their website is not who you want to go through. Those are all those lease programs, unfortunately.
Yep. So yeah, the correct answer depends on scale, in my opinion here. So I'm going to try and answer it 2 different ways. So if you're going for large scale, like you want to go buy 60 inflatables, disrupt your market, dominate everybody, then Mike's answer is probably the correct answer. That SBA loan direction, like go get a business loan. I do know one person that recently got one to acquire a big business that was going out. It's not been long enough to kind of hear the good, the bad, the ugly about it. But once we get mature on that, I will definitely have him on, and he can tell you more about SBA loan type stuff. It's nothing I've ever done. In order to start Let's Supply, I did go raise capital, but I went and did private. So like I just went and asked rich people for money. The other thing about, okay, so let's say your scale is much smaller, right? So instead of buying 60 inflatables, you want to buy 6. So at that number, what I would tell you to do is, first things first, we got to back up. In order for your business to build credit, you have to have a DUNS number, DUNS. Just go Google it. I don't know enough about it to go into it. I just know you need it. Once you have that, then you can build business credit. And so if you want to buy 6 units, I would go buy 6 units on a credit card that is 0% interest for 12 months. I have my new one that Kevin got me turned on to that is a Capital One? Capital One? No. Chase? What is this thing? Yeah, Chase Inc. INK. If you want to sign up for that, send me a DM. I can give you more information. I can also give you my referral code. Which is awesome. If I get a referral, I think money comes off my balance. I don't remember, but it's awesome if I get a referral. But yeah. So if you want to buy 6 units, go get that credit card because that is instantaneous, nearly. That is nice and clean. You know how it works. You know what to do. You don't have to go, write up a business plan and pander to the bank. And then you've got a year to pay it off. So what you can do is just rent your units, bank some cash in a savings account, boom, 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 and then pay it off before you get any interest.
Yeah, well, the other thing with that is, I think that also depends on where you're located. If your season is only 6 months long, those payments aren't stopping over the winter.
Right.
So
yes, that is a good call. You have to make minimum payments, even though there's a 0% interest. There still is minimum payments you have to make monthly.
Yeah, if you're not going deep into November and starting up in March, that's a lot of months without any income coming in with bounce houses because it's snowing outside.
So right. Yeah. I've used my 0% interest chasing this year. I've used it to its fullest. I'll put it like that. It's been fantastic. And I kind of, it actually maxed out. I maxed it out so fast. It was crazy because I was not even thinking about paying on it. But then, I pay it back down and it fluctuates at a rather low balance. But I will say this, I definitely opened it at the wrong time. I opened it, I think, in February or March. It was kind of preseason, which was good. It kind of gave me some runway early season to buy some new units and get some shit kind of cooking before I had any money coming in or real money coming in. But I got to pay it off here shortly. I have to be at a zero balance here very soon. Because I'm not going to, what Mike just said, like we have money coming in every single week, but there's not a significant amount that comes in December or January. Well, December's actually okay. January and February suck.
Yeah, February is pretty boring. March it picks up.
Yeah, February I just sit around here and make freaking YouTube videos, dude. It's pretty nice. Let's see. This is an old comment from we were talking about people closing, but Mark Hale Clark on Facebook said this shit is work. This shit is work.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I don't tell them about all this stuff, generally speaking. Nowadays, I like to just tell them how many employees we have, how many trucks we have. Like, you just go humble brag like that, and they're like, oh, wow. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm a real entrepreneur. That was same question from Scott. Oh, we're back about the clown, dude. This is a different account that was... There's somebody in Europe that was yesterday on Booze and Biz that kept asking me about this clown bounce house, and I had no idea what they were talking about. So we're back. Clown shape that makes him laugh. Can you search for it and make an impression? I don't. No. I'm not going to go Google that for you. You can Google it for yourself. Let's see. Oh, here's the answer from Chris. We have 8. Oh no, we have 8 units to pay for OVD. Yeah, dude, you got to do it.
Insurance. Yeah, he was talking about that.
Do it. Yep, Markel's on the 0%. Boom. He just wants an obstacle course before fall festival startup, and they use rental. So if you want to do that, I would just go. Like, if you wanted to go get one more unit, dude, just go ask your rich uncle for what is an obstacle course? $8,000. Just go ask your rich uncle for $8,000 and tell him you pay him 5% interest.
Beta plays are a pain in the ass, and I think I run one of the biggest in the country.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking... So I've never done a pay to play. I don't know if it's just my area. I don't know if I'm a sucky marketer. I have no idea. I've never done one. But I wanted to ask you 101 questions about I don't remember the name of the event, but you guys set up. So if you guys don't know, Bounce House Atlanta does this thing at like a park or a fairground or something where they set up every inflatable they have, 300 inflatable. I don't freaking know. Okay, Mike's back. So are you half working and half podcasting right now?
Solving an issue. Yes, you can just keep rambling for a minute if you don't.
Yeah, no problem. And so this event, right, is at this fairground, and like every water slide is set up in a row, and then combos in a row. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. And I think it's super. I think it's super fucking awesome. It's a really good idea. It speaks to how good of an entrepreneur, in my opinion, that Rob is. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. But It's just super cool. And so I wanted to ask you 101 questions about it, Mike, out of curiosity, A, and B, out of envy, and C, out of see what you guys have trademarked and copyrighted on that event, because your boy may want to hook it up down here, dependent upon what your feedback is, because I know you guys work your fucking faces.
So it's so much work. It's a full year of planning, between getting the fairgrounds aligned with dates, between festivals they got going on there, and the county fair. So there's that. Then it's creating marketing plans, landing pages, websites, backlinks for ticket links. That has to start 9 months in advance. Week of is insane because we still run routes, normal bookings up until about Wednesday. We start setting up, so it takes 2 full days to set it up. We get campers. We sleep at the fairgrounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so much work, and then just little things that even when the event's going on that you don't think about, that you don't think about when like the county fair. Who's going to clean the trash? Who's going to empty the trash bags? So that's 1 or 2 full people. You got to do that because you got thousands of people at the fairgrounds, and we had 6 food trucks, and then tents with tables underneath them. But people don't care, so they would leave their trash. So we'd have to have one of our people go clean that kind of stuff up.
Okay, let me start asking some questions. So, do you rent the fairgrounds? So you are paying the city or county or whatever that owns the fairground for the fairgrounds?
Correct.
Yeah. And then you get there. How many inflatables did you guys set up this year?
80.
80. That's literally my inventory.
That's about like a sixth of ours.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, and so then are you guys setting them up like in a water slide section, in a combo section, a bounce house section, and an inflatable game section?
So it's going to be, this fairgrounds is very different from what I've seen at other places. We're lucky where the water placement is and power, and there's 50 amps every 30 feet. So that the plan is based around the utilities of the fairground. So all our dry combos are where the water is not. And then our water slides are where there's water spigots every 10 feet. And then we're still running splitters on that. And then you got the power. So we kind of keep the water stuff together. And then we did a carnival ride section. We don't do games because we don't want, you're going to lose every ball you have, every accessory.
Yeah.
With them. So we do like combos, smaller water slides in the back, bigger stuff in the front where people can see it when they're driving by. We leave the stuff up all weekend long, so the stuff's up for 6 days straight. Nothing comes down. It is a project. About 35 people to run it per day, between concessions, trash, ticket sales, watching the inflatables.
Yeah, so you have to basically be the fairgrounds employees, right? Like you don't have anybody at your disposal.
Yes, correct.
Right.
They have a person there for emergencies, but it's your job to have the bathrooms cleaned. It's your job to man the ticket sales. It's a project, all right.
Okay, and so then what does it cost to get in?
We had different sorts of pricing this year. Let me see if I can still.
And then my next question was marketing. Like, how are you guys getting the word out?
A lot of Google ads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok ads. Let's see. All right.
Yeah, because I would think, bro, TikTok, Snapchat would
probably
crush, because that's where your demographic is, the kid that can go bug the mom.
Everything you can think of. When we're at our schools, we'll mention it. We'll give them flyers for it. $10 just for entry. Mom and dad that aren't going on anything. So everyone has to buy a ticket to get in. Unlimited inflatables, $25 a day.
25.
Yep, and unlimited carnival rides plus inflatables, 35. So we'd have different color wristbands. Um, so you couldn't get on the rides with a certain wristband. And then we had a family 4-pack for $75, unlimited everything.
Bro, that is so cheap. That place had to have been packed.
It is, and the idea is, we did it as a back to school bash. Not everyone can afford to rent a $500-$600 inflatable for their backyard. So for $75, the whole family can come out and see all of our biggest and coolest stuff that no one else has in the area. So we do it, as a service to the community as much as for us.
Sure.
And then we had the $100 family 4-pack, which also included unlimited concessions. Cotton candy, snow cone, popcorn. You guys got as much as you want. Otherwise, we charge $3 per for those. So a family of 4 that gets 2 things a piece, you save money at that point.
Yeah, that's badass. So from a pure profit, I guess you could say, standpoint, does that event fall on the end of a home run where you guys love it and make a boatload of money? Or is it more of a loss leader where you'd probably make a little bit of money, but the notoriety and the kind of the fame that comes with it brings in the money when they do backyard?
Financial aspect it's worth it. It's the stress that goes into it, the planning that really makes you question if it's worth it or not. I mean, you're sitting there all day. You got thousands of people there, and you could have as many attendants, right there. Everyone's doing their job, but you're still, just worried that something might happen. So you're sitting on pins and needles all weekend long, and you could put all the procedures in place to make sure nothing happens, but there's still a risk, and it's just a lot of work. It is a lot of sleepless nights. The event didn't end till midnight one night, so
damn.
Yeah, we did it. It was adult only night, Saturday night from 9 to midnight. And that was a huge hit.
That's cool, dude.
Inflatables, yeah. But
do you guys do anything foam there?
We do foam parties every hour there. Yep.
Every hour?
Yep. Every hour there's a foam party that goes on, and then there is
That's so smart.
Glow in the dark foam.
That's so smart, dude. That's so fucking badass. Okay, if you guys have questions for Mike or I, please put them in the comments. We have a couple that I'm gonna jump to here in just a second over on Instagram.
People ask all the time, how can I replicate this? And I tell them, it's not as easy as you think. It all depends on the location and what the location can hold. Like I said, we didn't use generators at all. It's all powered. The power's right there for us from the fairgrounds, what they use for the rides, for the big county fair.
So for next year's, if you guys could work into your planning for next year's, we should totally make a video. And I'll bring Brooke so we can do, because Brooke knows what's up. She shot my kind of my behind the scenes. That's what it's called now. It's cool to call it a BTS behind the scenes now, but it was like a day or weekend as a busy bounce house owner or something like that. My best video on YouTube, she shot and edited that. And so, and I want to do a bunch of those here coming up for Christmas light season and stuff. But that would be the video where Brooke and I travel over there, and then we can kind of document you guys setting it up and kind of make a movie almost out of you guys setting it up. So ask Rob if he's down for that. But
I don't even know if I want to do it next year. we have a few weeks left before we have to really make our commitment with the fairgrounds, but it's so much work, man. When I tell you, every little detail that you don't think of when you're at a fair is stuff we had to think of in order to put it on.
Do you guys price the cost of attendees needed for things like an obstacle course? I'm assuming he's a regular pay for play is what he's asking for.
Yeah, $45 an hour is what we do our attendance for.
Yeah, which is good. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, if you guys do it, let me know, and then me and Brooke can come. Let's see. Let's jump over to Instagram because I kind of neglected Instagram. Instagram, I love you. You're still one of my favorite platforms. Promise. Let's see. From JFJ Entertainment, with looks like a bounce house in the logo. I know Bounce House Atlanta. He's heard of you. You guys are famous. From Get Lit Electrical. What up, dude? Have a great weekend, gentlemen. Lunch is over. Oh, he must not be watching anymore. Let's see. And then from Dave's Party Rental, if I just started, should I price super? Oh, this is a good question. So if I just started, should I price super cheap to compete with everyone else on Facebook until I grow?
No.
Hell no.
Establish yourself as that bottom of the barrel company that, you get the cheapest client. Trust me, man. I did that. I did that when I first started. Everyone tries that. You
Yep.
get the worst customers at that
Yep.
price. It is not even worth your time to get out of bed to deal with some of these people. You're dealing with dog shit, just the worst people possible. And they're the neediest. And they will call you
Yes.
1,000 times during your rental, and your unit's going to come back trashed. Absolutely.
Trashed.
Nope.
Yep.
Get on your biggest competitors' websites. Be priced accordingly for your market.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that. So I kind of like to, or I guess this is the way I've been explaining this lately. So back up a little bit. Now, I'm not a humongous fan of business plans because I think they're a bunch of made up mumbo jumbo. But one of the things that kind of comes about if you go make a business plan or just a half-assed one, nothing crazy, is you can kind of have that little bit of a mission statement for your brand. Like, what the hell do you want to be? I know because I've been there and talked to Rob about this. Like when Rob started Bounce House Atlanta, he wanted to be super exciting, very flashy units, a difference, not some boring replicatable machine of generic units. He wanted bright, he wanted pizzazz, he wanted flash. And so if you go to their website, like the website is like an experience. Like it's a whole emotional experience just going to the website. And that's not even, you haven't even rented anything crazy that they carry. Right. So that's what you kind of need to think through of what you want to do with your prices. Do you want to be, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I bought a fucking slide from him 2 years ago. He's not far from me. He's out over in Mississippi somewhere. And the name of his company is called like discount bounce house or something like that.
Discount Texas.
What's that?
The discount bouncers, the manufacturer.
No. He does rentals. He's a rental guy. Anyways, when he posted his name of his website on one of the Facebook groups, he got absolutely crushed. But he doubled down and he was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to be affordable. I want to be able to, give kids a good time and be affordable, blah, 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 which totally respect. But right, if you're gonna go that route, you got to cut some corners on some costs in some areas, right? So you're not going to be as high touch, or maybe you're not going to be as high communication. Maybe you're not going to be as clean. Maybe you're not going to be whatever. When I started the jump off, I kind of went a much different direction. I didn't go like super premium or anything, but I wanted to be a little bit more of a mature looking business. That's why the logo is what it is. That's why there's no kids jumping off the logo and shit. And there's no waves and palm trees and bounce houses that look like dicks. It's the logo, right? And then as I interacted with all the clients, right? Because obviously I interacted with every single client in the early days. I interacted with them very similar to the way I interact with you. And so that was kind of the business model I wanted to have at the jump off. And I've never gone super premium, but we always try to push the envelope on how big the stuff is, on how long you get it, on the great communication, the great customer service, that kind of stuff. So that kind of ties into what you want to do with your pricing. Okay. Now my formula for pricing is comps plus difficulty. Let me do it smooth here. Comps plus difficulty times ambition. Okay, that means comps. What are the comparable prices for those units around you? I literally have a spreadsheet I'm behind on. I need to go update it now. But I have a spreadsheet that tracks every size of water slide, every combo, double lane combo, dry only combo, whatever. And then it's got all my main competitors and all their prices listed. And last year I went in and did it quarterly. This year I've only done it one time. That's why I said I'm overdue. But I go and make sure that my prices are comparable to everybody else, right? So it's comps plus difficulty. I have one unit that is a 17-foot dual lane that rolls like a fucking 40-foot dual lane. I don't care what everybody else's 17-foot dual lane costs. Difficulty makes it cost more. I raise the price of it because I got to hear the guys complain about it all the time. And then that's in parentheses and it's multiplied by ambition. The reason it's multiplied by ambition, if you have the ambition to take over the entire world, you should probably come in a little bit on the lower side of the comps, right? Get yourself, position yourself in the market to where it's an intelligent decision for someone to rent from you for all reasons, including price. All right. If your ambition is to build something super premium, you want to be able to tell more customers no than you tell yes. You're going to have this crazy stuff that's exclusive. You're going to have delivery fees, and you only want rich clients, right? Then your prices go up. You turn into Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton doesn't want to sell a handbag to everybody. Louis Vuitton wants to sell handbags to rich people, right? Michael Kors wants to sell handbags to everybody, so that's why their price is lower, right? So comps plus difficulty times ambition, and then that all comes rolled back into kind of what the hell you want your brand to be. If your logo's made by you on Canva using AI, you're going to come in on the lower end of the pricing.
That is facts.
There you go. That was a good rant, dude. That was a good rant. I still wish I had that guy that would take those and clip them and put them on Instagram. That was a good rant. See, you know it's a good rant when TJ Shaw says preach. Oh no, we already did that question. All right, that is. Oh, here we go. We got one more from. I think I had a question for you last night too. From Sweaty Sanchez on Instagram. Where and how do I find someone to manage my ads? Look no further, my friend. The headband is right there. The Marketing Ninja. Go to themarketingninja.com. Tell them Nick sent you. That's who still does yours, right?
Yes.
Yep. I switched over to them in full. I believe early this year. Could have been late last year. I was just busy. But I switched everything. So they do my SEO, they do my Facebook, they do my Google ads. Most importantly, they're now doing my Christmas light, Facebook, my Christmas light, Instagram, and my Christmas light SEO as well. So they do everything. And then they're about to start running my foam stuff. But I'm like speechless. The results have been incredible. The communication's been incredible. The customer service is incredible. There's like nothing that goes on between me and Ninja that I have anything negative I could even possibly say.
Yep, they do all our stuff as well.
We got a comment from my Twitch channel that I don't know what it means. But that is pretty cool that somebody is on my Twitch watching this right now. Nobody clicked that link. It might be porn, but or one of those scammy, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's cool that somebody's on Twitch. Yeah, I had big plans for Twitch this year, and they just did not come to fruition. I was too busy. Doing event rentals.
We'll be doing the meeting at Bounce House Atlanta this year. Yes, the Event Pro Summit is going to be February 7th through 9th, this 2025. We got a ton of cool stuff planned for that.
It's going to be badass, dude.
Working on that minute. Yes, it is the Super Bowl weekend, but yes, we will have a Super Bowl watch party, so no one is on a plane home during the Super Bowl.
And the watch party is going to be so lit because I'm literally flying my wife in for it. Like I told her not yesterday. I told her this week though. I said, yeah, by the way, for the Super Bowl, I forgot to tell you, you're going to be watching it in Atlanta. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, Event Summit Pros that weekend. So we're having a sponsored Super Bowl party and I'm flying you in for it. She's like,
Saints won't be in it, so you don't got to worry. The Falcons.
Fuck no, they won't
get into any bar around here.
Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. We definitely are not winning a single game.
Probably, maybe a handful. Dude,
Atlanta's going to be dangerous, though. That's going to be interesting to watch the Kirk Cousins experience.
Making some money moves recently. I'm a Browns guy though, so
Browns guy. Well, hopefully your quarterback's not a bum.
I'm tired of hearing "Go Dogs" down here.
That's funny. But yeah, so everybody come to Event Summit Pro. Do you have any idea on ticket release dates? I know you're juggling a lot, so
get back to me in a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah, we need to. So I start selling my. So this is a good, actually, like we should workshop this right now live. So when it comes to selling tickets for my Christmas light training, right? This year I'm doing 5 stops. Last year I did 2. Year 1 I did 1. Year 1 I did 1 and basically sold it out. The room was full. Okay. Year 2, The first stop was Atlanta. That puppy was packed to the gills. Second
Mhm.
stop was Dallas. I did it too late in the year, so it was still a good turnout, but a better virtual turnout than I would have thought. So then this year, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do 5, right? And so people are still complaining about the cities that I picked, by the way, which I love. I love that feedback. But so we're doing 5. So in 2 weeks we have 3. Monday is Orlando. Wednesday is Chicago. Friday is Vegas. Just everybody, just come to Vegas. Because I'm staying the weekend, dude. I'm going to the taking my wife to Cirque du Soleil. It's gonna be great. And then we take a week off, and then I have 2 after that. So I run into this conundrum every year where I have a problem being too busy to organize things. I have a problem being too busy to talk about things. And so I launched ticket sales too late. Probably, I don't know. I start talking about it too late, and I just am wondering if there's a better flow. Like, so for Event Summit Pro, what was our flow last year?
Last year we opened ticket sales up 2 months in advance. I want to say right after IAPA. We finalized all the details at IAPA, and we learned. Last year was our first year doing it. We learned what to do, what not to do.
Big time.
Yeah, we were all just flying by the seat of our pants because we didn't know, and we'll tell everyone we didn't know. Sorry if you came and didn't like it. Um, we did move though. We are in a massive new space, so we got a lot planned to utilize the new space that we have and what we can do, where we can break off into smaller groups, who we're going to bring in to teach. Even if you're a seasoned veteran, it's awesome to connect with people from around the country and just bounce ideas off of each other. I know Danny even said last year, he's a massive operator down there in Miami. And he said, I just came to network. And at the end of it, he goes, this was awesome. Just to network, to bounce ideas off of different markets. What are you doing that maybe I could try in my market that's a little different? So even if you think you know everything, if you think you're better than everyone else that's going to be there, it's just cool to meet people. We go out every night afterwards. It's super chill. It's not school, so
Yeah,
it's
it was.
laid back fun for everybody.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this upcoming year because because I'll know what to expect. I won't be overcommitted for the weekend. It's gonna be great. I just, bro, being around, like, it's kind of got an IAPA feel to it, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's who you're around. And so I was talking to, maybe been last night on Booze and Biz, maybe been somebody I was texting. I don't fucking remember now, but I was talking to somebody about how I'm actually not extroverted. I'm actually kind of introverted. And when I say that, it kind of surprises people, but it's very, very true. Like, I'm totally cool, like, to do this and then go home and, like, be with my family and not talk to anybody. Like, nobody needs to call me on my birthday because I don't want to talk on the phone anyways. Like, I'm that kind of personality, right? But then I go to IAPA, I have like infinity energy. Like, I have like, because I have outgoing in me. I just have to kind of like, I only have so much. Like, it's got a finite amount before I'm worn out. At IAPA, it's like infinity, dude. Like, I just never stop. I actually did kind of die and peter out last year on Friday, and we bounced from the show pretty early Friday. But the Event Summit Pro is like the same thing because it's just like during the break, somebody wants to come up and ask a question about this and talk about, buying this unit, or what would you buy? How would you do this? How would you do that? It's just like infinity energy, dude. It's so amazing to be around.
Yeah, dude, you definitely after Thursday night of IAPA last year, that's when we went to that Irish bar.
We went where?
Remember that Irish bar on Thursday night last year?
Oh, yes. And
Group of
dude, I was kind of like, I have no business being at a bar drinking alcohol right now after the amount of alcohol I've consumed the days prior. But when you're at IAPA, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but that's what it's like. It's a laid back feeling. We're all just there to mingle with each other, make the industry a little better. Hopefully, everyone learns a thing or two. I mean, we learned stuff. We hosted the damn thing.
Yeah, it's a good time. And my Christmas light class is, that one is literally is school. But But it's got a similar feel to it, right? Where you get to just be around all these. It's that the Christmas light class is actually really fun because all of the people that are there are starting year one, right? So they're all nervous, they're all scared, they're all unsure of this. They all don't know how many guys they're going to have. They don't know, what ladders to buy. Like, and so there's kind of like a little bit of a nervous energy, but it's like it's an excited, like it's very fun. I absolutely love these. Like if I could figure out how to make some viral YouTube videos and be a YouTuber and go to IAAPA and Event Summit Pro and do Christmas light classes the rest of my life, I would be a very, very happy man. That's how much I freaking love those.
Are fun. Very true.
Unfortunately, I have a business to run, so there's that.
Pesky businesses and the day-to-day tasks that we got to do every day.
Yep. I drove out and set up a combo. I set up a Sun Fun combo today because the route for the guys today was like our normal local stuff. And then there's another city that's like 45-ish minutes away, right? They kind of did some deliveries that got them closer. And so they're 45 minutes away. And then I drove 45 minutes the other way. And they were supposed to drive an hour and a half all the way back across 2 counties. And I text Cassie, I'm like, I'm just going to take that one way up there. I'll just go do that one myself.
Yep. That's the luxury of us having numerous routes every day that we're not doing stuff like that. We usually have a truck in every area.
In every area, right? Yeah, it's just what's weird is though, so that city is called, it's like a town. It's called Tickfaw. We have an event there tomorrow too.
Should have brought them early delivery.
Well, I was like, I don't want to steal the guy's hours. So it's like, we'll just let it ride. But yeah, it's weird. We're going up to Tickfaw again tomorrow.
All right, man. I do have to hop off and go play boss again.
Yeah, you're good. If anybody has any questions, you guys can put them in the chat. I've got a couple minutes. I don't have a ton of time, but I'm super down to answer some questions.
I'll see you guys next week.
Later, Mike. See you next Friday, brother. Okay, so I got one more question that did come in over here on Instagram. Don't get me wrong, I can sit in front of this microphone and ramble for a long time. So if you guys have questions, though, drop them in. I want to do some Q&A. So whatever you got, no question is a bad question, unless it's about a clown bounce house. I don't know about the clown bounce house. Okay, so this comes from Marco Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. Michael Solozano. Marcos Solorzano 90 over on Instagram. He said, "Hey Nick, I just started on the bounce house business about 2 weeks ago. Welcome to the hustle, my friend. I just started posting on Facebook, but I'm struggling to get leads. What advice can you give me? I'm getting anxious and I'm getting worried." So that is a little bit of a complex answer. So my follow-up question would be, how many units do you have? But the answer ultimately to your question is A, a website with inflatable office. B, Google ads. That's it. That's the recipe for success. So if you don't have a website, go do that. If you want to get a good little deal on inflatable office, just message me. I have a hard time. I can't really post into the comments here because it only goes to like Twitch and LinkedIn or something. But I have a referral code that I can give you for inflatable office. But yeah, that's the move. Website and Google ads. I wish I could see how many people are watching on Instagram. I'm always intrigued about Instagram. And then one of these days I'm going to figure out TikTok so I can go live on TikTok too. I just have white hair in my beard. Yeah, I just have white hair in my beard. I'm getting old, guys. I'm 39. My beard's kind of long. Look at that. Look how white it is. I was looking at the mirror the other day. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to trim this thing. Devin B dropped in real quick to say, hey, what up, Devin B? Over on YouTube. Oh, so we're live on YouTube. Tim, Philadelphia's in the house. Tim said he's ordering a 27-foot on Monday. And also got a little insight of what they're coming out with. Yeah, I had I talked to Kevin from HEC early in this year, and I got an insight on some of the stuff they're coming out with too. I don't know what that means, Devin. Arctic Blonde. But anyways, yes. No, where did it go? Shit. Yeah, 27-foot. 27-foot is a great renter if you're ambitious and can take on a 27-foot dual lane with slip and slide attachment. It's not bad. The only thing that sucks about it is how long you're fucking out in the heat. So here, I picked it up on my route. It was Jacob and I. We picked it up on our route on July 5th, so right after July 4th. And it just so happened to be our last stop. It just so happened to be like, it had to have been 120 degrees heat index. And it's the first time ever in my entire life while we were picking it up, I literally had to go sit down in the shade because I was like, I could feel myself overheating and like getting lightheaded. It was crazy. And then the homeowner popped out and they were like, "Do you guys want some water or some Gatorades?" I'm like, "Yes, I want some Gatorades. Yes, I want some Gatorades." Oh, my beard. It's not white. It's Arctic blonde. That's right. I'm a Viking. I am Danish, so I got that going for me. Okay, from Kevin Andres over on YouTube. How often do you have technical problems with the inflatables, like broken blowers, holes, ripped, blah, blah, blah? I would say in the summertime when we're busy, it's a weekly occurrence. So I drive my white Chevy that you guys have probably seen in a lot of my videos and my content. But it's kind of like one of the work trucks, right? So on the weekend when we're busy, I drive my wife's goofy ass Jeep Wrangler. So in the Jeep Wrangler, I keep a blower, I keep a cord, I keep tools, zip ties, like all that stuff. So that way, when the phone rings on Saturday, I can just jump in the Jeep and go buzz up there and go fix it. There was a weekend where my wife, I think my whole family might have been out of town, actually. I think they were back in Sacramento, where my wife is from. And so I had my wife's brand new 2024 Yukon with like seat coolers and all sorts of crazy fancy stuff. And so I drove all over the place, dude, fixing just little goofy stuff like that. As far as rips and tears, I'll say this. So when the jump off was smaller, it was so rare. It was so rare, especially when we were operating out of the storage unit. It was so rare to have a rip or anything like that in the inflatables. Now, I don't know if it's because we're so busy or if it's because we have a forklift and maybe we're ripping units with, I have no idea. But all of a sudden there was like about a 4 or 5 week run where every single week we fried 2 to 3 cords. We broke a blower or two, and I just chuck them in the garbage. I'm not taking them apart and getting a new capacitor for them and all that. They're cheap, dude. They're not that expensive. We had issues with hoses. We had all sorts of stuff where I was just running around like crazy all Saturday afternoon, just fixing problems. But it's kind of like, kind of comes with the territory. And then you've got to realize too, like that's my own fault. That's my own fault because I didn't have the units 100% operational, I guess you could say. Like I didn't know I didn't, but like we could have taken some extra time at setups to make sure everything was kind of like foolproof, so to speak. So I've got some things in place now going forward, and then I'm working on trying to low key invent some sort of water hose system that won't fucking leak all over the place and break and cause phone calls. We've got somebody over on YouTube that is weird spamming weird stuff right now. I'm not going to put them up on the screen, but they're yelling at me in all caps about some church stuff and Tucker Carlson and Fox News. That's funny. But yeah, so anyways, when you're small, it doesn't happen that often at all. When you rip, all of the rips that we've had, knock on wood, on all of our units so far have all been on the bottom. So to patch, it's not that big of a deal. It's quick and easy because I got the warehouse right there. I can just go out there, patch it, leave it alone. It'll sit there overnight with the blower on it. I have a whole process, and then we'll roll it the next day, and then it'll be good to go. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Or I'll say this, Kevin, nothing to be worried about. Like it's a business. Like shit's gonna go wrong. From Kevin Sander over on Facebook. Currently have 6 inflatables. Do you recommend getting 1 to 2 more that are more boy and girl versions, or getting more neutral ones? So this is kind of a hot topic, a little bit of a debate on this. This dude is still spamming. JB is still spamming about all of our political things. I guess it's an election year, so you're gonna it's all sent to the FBI. I don't follow politics very closely, my friend. So you're talking to the wrong dude. Okay, but back to Kevin's. So getting 1 or 2 more that are boy and girl versions, or getting more neutral ones. Yeah, so it's a hot topic. It's a big topic of debate. What I will tell you is when you buy units that are girl themed, girl colored, the llama from Leisure. I have a unicorn from HEC. I've got a pink and purple castle from Ultimate um Ultimate Jumpers, where I have the exact same one in boy colors. The girl one usually out earns the boy one. So I will say go buy some girl stuff. It'll rent well. Where you can get yourself into a little bit of hot waters if you go way, 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 way too niche. So like I have the skid loader combo from Leisure, where it's so badass. It like looks like a tractor. It's a wet dry combo that looks like a tractor. So cool, dude. But it's almost more of a flex to have that. Like it's kind of like bragging rights. It doesn't go out a ton because it's so niche. It looks like a tractor. It's like, so you got to have a kid that likes construction or a tractor or whatever in order to rent it. But pretty much everything will rent to some degree. I also have, and these I think are the ultimate flex, but the holiday bounce houses. So I have one that's from Leisure. Yes, Leisure. And it's like a giant Easter egg with a chicken head with wearing bunny ears at the top. It crushes at Easter. Because I rent the thing out for like $350 for a one bounce house. But it goes out 2 times a year at Easter. So it's kind of like, it's a flex to have that in your inventory. That stuff can kind of get you pigeonholed a little bit. Marcos over on, yeah, he said he's following my steps. Yeah, so Inflatable Office, Google Ads. What other questions do you guys have? We're kind of to that time of year now where school has started. Things have kind of simmered down a little bit. The filling the schedules is easy. It's there's not as much trucks on the road. And it always makes me sad. It always makes me sad because I just love that summer water slide money, dude. It's so great to see all that money in the account and be able to go buy goofy stuff. Like you're not gonna be able to see them, but I bought fancy jump off rugs. So there's one in front of the door there, and there's one in front of the door going out to the warehouse, and that's like black with a red jump off logo. Like you can go buy all sorts of goofy stuff like that, right? Because you have the money. But that is now sadly over. So now we work on chipping away at the credit card debt and make sure we get ourselves back to zero before we get too close to winter, because once you get to winter, the revenue slows way down. Markel Clark asked, do you have a video folding and rolling that 6-in-1 from Magic Jump, the Trolls one? So yes, I have 2 different Magic Jump videos that are up on my YouTube channel. I just barely uploaded the Paw Patrol one. So I bought the Easy combo from them, the Paw Patrol Easy combo, and it's badass. It's super light. Go watch the video. It's awesome. The unit's awesome, and then it rolls so easy. You watch me roll it, and I'm not even like breathing hard. It's fantastic. And then I have the glitter. We call it the Glitter Princess combo. I don't exactly remember what they have it on their website as, but it's like the vinyl is glittery. It's beautiful. It's definitely a little harder to roll because the slide is internal. So it's like a little box, right? And the slide's inside the wall, and then it comes out to the pool. That thing is hard to roll. That thing is hard to fold. It can be done with one person. It has been done with one person before, but dude, that's a 2-man. It's harder to roll than an 18-footer. But it rents great. It just crushes. Once we get to combo season, that thing crushes it because it's so bright, it's so pretty, and so every girl wants that at their freaking party. It's awesome. But I don't know if it's specifically the 6-in-1. I don't remember, but I have both of those videos up on my YouTube channel. They're posted as unboxing videos, so go check those out. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Kevin. Let's see. Oh, this will be some good advice from Tim. So he said you need 2 to 3 specific at a bare minimum that are specific to girls or females. Theirs go out every weekend, and most companies, so that's the thing. So most companies will stay neutral and not get the female because they're scared of it, right? Because they don't think it'll go out, but it does. It goes out. It goes out like crazy. Yeah. So what I do with the one, if it's the glitter combo that you're talking about, Markel, what I do is I fall the slide wall. So if this is the bounce house, right, and then the pool is coming out at you, the slide would be on this side. I'm mirrored in this, so it's backwards from whatever I'm doing. Okay, but the slide would be on this side. So what I do is I fall this wall in this way. This wall is super flimsy, so let it do whatever it wants to do. And then what I do is I take the vinyl and pull it back over the top this way. So that way the slide lays down flat, and then I lay the back over it. That's the best way. And then I hate flipping the pool in. So basically we fold it all up and the pool is still out, and it looks so goofy because it's half folded, half whatever. And then, but the reason I do that is because then you can start rolling the pool. And so that by the time you hit the bigger part of the unit where there's more vinyl, you have a roll started. It's way easier to get over the big hump. That's how I do ours. Let's see. Over on Instagram, over here on my other screen, Sweaty Sanchez said, I missed the question I asked about finding someone in my market to build, to market my business like ads and SEO. Yeah. So go to the ninjamarketing.com. Go to the Ninja Marketing, the Marketing Ninja. There we go. I get the name wrong all the time. TheMarketingNinja.com. Go get a demo or fill out the form, do whatever, get your call with them. Let them know that I sent you, and they will take excellent care from you. Ninja literally does my SEO, Google ads, and Facebook ads for my bounce house business, the jump off, and my Christmas light installation business. Let's Get Lit. They do all of those. And then now they're doing foam. Yeah, it's if you remove the pool, it could possibly be more easy to roll in that moment, but then you got to worry about the logistics of the pool. Once you get big-ish, it's those kind of freaking logistical things are just a nightmare. I don't even take the pools off my units anymore. I'm in a fairly warm climate, right? Or I would say I'm in a warmer climate than almost everybody except for like Southern California, Arizona, and Miami. And so I have just stopped. I don't even put the dry bumpers on. We just send them out in the winter with the empty pool, and it's all good. Because switching up, because what happens is you switch them in October, and then all of a sudden there's an 80-degree heat wave comes through, and you go drop it off, and they're pissed off because they wanted to use it wet. And then that happens in the spring. You never know when to put the damn pool back on in the spring. So I just stopped it. I just keep the pools on. I just send them all with pools. Yep. Okay, so Chris said that Ninja Marketing just finished them up. Excited to see what comes of it. Highly recommend it. They're just the best. They're just the best. Like from a results standpoint, from a customer service standpoint, they're just the best. I don't like I said earlier, like I'm kind of like I find myself almost speechless talking about them because they crush and do such a good job. All right, let's get some more questions coming in. I'm going to end the stream here in a couple minutes. Wanted to take a quick second and talk about my Christmas light training. So basically, you don't have anything to do in November because you have very few rentals. I just decorated. I just put a spritzer up yesterday so I can represent. I feel like everything back here is inflatable. That's a jobber hat, which I use for Christmas lights only. That's my Christmas light CRM. But everything else back here is very inflatable. So I put up a spritzer to kind of get in the mood, get in the spirit of Christmas light installation. But yeah, I mean, if you have 2 to 3 trucks, you can do $100,000 in revenue on top of really good margins in the Christmas light business, and you ain't doing shit in November anyway. So I've got 5. I'm doing 5 trainings this year. Yes, people are calling me crazy. Yes, I am crazy, but I've got 1 in Orlando, and that one is on purpose on Labor Day. That way, if you have a job, you're off of work and you can come to Orlando. Then that Wednesday, the 6th, I'm in Chicago. Is it the 4th, September 4th, I'm in Chicago. That Friday is the 6th. I'm in Las Vegas. That one's on purpose too. Put Vegas on a Friday because I'm going to stay the weekend and hang out. I'm flying my wife in. We're going to do a little bit of a Vegas vacation. And then I take a week off. And then the week after that, on the 17th, I'm in Dallas. That's a Tuesday. And then Thursday, I'm in Houston. That's the 19th. And so basically, it's a one-day class. It's $100 to reserve your seat. It's a one-day class that will teach you everything you need to know to leave there and go start your installation business and crush it. It's a one-day class. I take out 2 things. Okay, so I've never been to an in-person training before, but I've done a lot of online courses when I wanted to get it a new skill. And the first module of every online course is like this inspirational, motivational thing that like you get out of it, what you put in, and it's hard work and da da da. I cut that all out. That I don't talk about that at all whatsoever. The other thing that I cut out is how to start a business. So I don't talk about EIN. I don't talk about LLC. I don't talk about any of that very early stuff. I don't really talk about starting a website. I don't. We do touch a little bit on like what to name your business, but all of that stuff I kind of cut out too, because 99%, literally, there's been one person that's ever come to my Christmas light training that already didn't own a business. One. Everybody else already has a business, so they don't need to hear that. So that removes one day or half a day right there. And so then it's all just focused on how to start the business, what you need to buy, where to get supplies, how to get clients. That's it. So that way you can leave there, go put everything into practice, and then you get access to me. You get access to my other two co-founders of Let's Get Lit Supply. Mike, he's in Dallas. He owns an inflatable business and an installation business. And then Matt from Big and Bright Inflatables, he co-owns the installation business with Mike in Dallas. So you get access to us all season. So if you run into some goofy problem, you can just send us a message, shoot us a call, whatever, and we are there to help solve it. I mean, that in of itself, for that one thing alone, just access to me last year, I charged $500 and had 2 people buy it. And so you come to the class is 800. You get that. Plus I teach you everything in a classroom setting. Plus, we kind of get to make a little bit of a rapport with each other. Like, it's cool. It's a good time. The Christmas light classes are some of my favorite moments of every year because I absolutely love to be in front of people teaching things. I have utmost passion for teaching, mentoring, building people up, and I have a huge passion for Christmas light installations. So I have a Christmas light tattooed on my hand. So you'll get everything possible that you could ever need in a 1-day class that'll be in a cool ass city, right? That's a big city. You can get cheap flights, cheap hotels, the whole nine. So go to those tickets are for sale on thejumpoffstore.com. In the header, there's a thing where it says trainings. Click on trainings. You'll see all the tickets in there. And then, yes, I'm aware that you want to bring your wife because she's going to be the one measuring houses from Google Earth at home, or you want to bring your co-founder because you guys both want to be there. So if you're coming, to buy a second seat is only $100. So the co-founder can come for $100 and you can buy as many of those as you want. So if 3 of you guys need to come, the other 2 tickets are only $100. So pretty awesome. It's great. I absolutely have an utmost passion for the freaking Christmas light industry and class. Let's see. Okay, marketing. Oh yeah. Chris Scott on Facebook asked thoughts on completely personalized units. So I'm assuming that's like with your name and everything. So I did a project with Big and Bright Inflatables where I personally, Nick, designed a combo and I designed an 18-foot single lane water slide. We marketed them as the jump off slide. We should not have done that. So it's got my big ass logo on both of those. But the good news is my logo just Velcros right off and you can Velcro on your own logo. So we're kind of workshopping the idea to kind of revamp that and call it something, like the Just Go combo and the Just Go water slide or something. And you'll be able to put your logo on it. I would love to be able to do that with Matt to where you can just send a PNG of your logo and it comes with your logo on it. Ours rents out probably better. Off the top of my head, I was looking at my metrics yesterday, but I think it was our best single lane 18-footer last month. And so at the top, right, like in between the palm trees or whatever, at the top, it's got the giant jump off logo on it. And it goes out all the time. It's a great unit. It's easy to fold, easy to roll. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, it's super cool. What I would say on that though is instead of going full on personalized unit like that, like it's red and black and white, like it looks like the jump off. What I would say is instead, if you can get your logo on the unit to where like, I've got a bunch of them rolled up over there, but like I went through and made, it's like kind of like the classic jump off logo where it's like this, but then it's got the red background behind it. And then there's a QR code on it over here that you can scan that takes you to our website. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Just so it's branded. And then there's a QR code that you can scan. That I'm a much, much, much bigger fan of. So that way, every time your unit ever goes to any party ever, you have kind of that silent salesman, that marketing that's right there, Velcroed on the slide, right where the Velcro already is, and kind of does a lot of the heavy lifting or the brand building or the marketing for you, or the yeah, it's not marketing, yeah, it's branding. It's a branding play. But that way, you know, it's cool because you'll bump into somebody that's like, dude, I was at a party last weekend. I get pictures sent to me from my friends where they're like, the other day, one of my neighbors, Will, sent me a picture of my unit, and he texted me, this is the worst fucking bounce house I've ever seen, but it was mine and it had the logo on it. He was just giving me shit. But it's cool though, because that way, you know, you kind of have the branding play at the party instead of nobody knowing where they rented it from. So I'm a bigger fan of that. If you guys want to get some custom banners made, my dear friend Beth started a company called Slapco, slapco.com, slapco.com. And I've been kind of working with her. It's been a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. I announced it last year. And we're almost there, but basically, at some point in time, hopefully next spring, they'll have all of my templates. And so basically all you would need to do to buy a banner like that is you got to measure the Velcro on your unit and send in those dimensions with the link to your website so the QR code can be correct and your logo, and then they'll print them up for you and ship them to you. And so the problem with it is you got to figure out how to put the Velcro on it. We're not to a point yet where Slapco can do the Velcro work on it yet. I'm peer pressuring Beth to get there so you guys can just buy banners from them with Velcro on them. But it's trickier than you think, because it's like there's the sticky side of the Velcro, or the rough side of the Velcro, and the smooth side of the Velcro. It's a whole thing. So it's a lot more labor intensive than you would think, but it's all well worth the money and the time to put the Velcro on. Like I literally just sew mine on with a sewing machine from from Walmart. Not even lying. So, but that is my thoughts on all of that. Okay, I'm going to jump off of here. You guys have been freaking awesome. If you're listening on the podcast, please subscribe, because I'm putting out a lot of podcasts. If you guys are listening on YouTube, please subscribe, because I love that. And then you guys can find me and ask me any questions you want to ask me. Instagram is the best place to get to me because it's a less busy place than my Facebook Messenger. Everybody wants to message me on Facebook for some reason, but go DM me on Instagram at Nick O Glass, Nick_O_Glass. I'm going to finish up some things around here, and then I got to get home for bus stop duty because my wife is working late today at her hair salon, and then I got to take the little over to her cheerleading practice. So yay for me. So you guys have a wonderful freaking weekend. You guys go crush it. I'm going to sign off with the same thing I tell all my guys before they leave the warehouse. Have fun, drive safe, make money. All right. Peace out. Love you guys. Later.